Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome. Please confirm if you can hear me. Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Loud and
Okay.
clear.
All right, that's fine. And please, we would want you to download the practice file which we'll be using today. We have shared the link on the chat box. Follow the link and just download it. Let's give ourselves 2 minutes to do that. Please download that link. And if you are in the WhatsApp group, we'll be sharing the link also there now. So I'm going to share the link, the file in the WhatsApp group. We also have it as a link in our chat box here. So you can follow any route to download the logic function practice file. For those just joining us, we want everyone to have the practice file. Please follow the link and download. And if you are in the WhatsApp group, it's already pasted there, so download that too. Please, as we usually do, we want everyone to respond to tell us downloaded, downloaded, downloaded. Let's see how many people have had access to it. Please, we want you to have the practice file. Okay, that's fine. That's great. For those who are participating via the YouTube, because we are streaming live, we will also share the link there. So we have about how many now say they have downloaded? Only 2. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. 6 persons have downloaded that. Okay, so how many do we have now? If we have up to 50% of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Mr. Roy.
Sir.
Mr. Roy, please share the link, reshare the link of the practice file. Someone is asking for the link. Yes, probably they are not in the. Yes, there are some who have just joined. So if you have just joined, we are sharing the link to download the practice file. It has just been shared. It is also on the WhatsApp group. Okay, so okay, just a minute. I need to. Said I was going to share that for the YouTube participants. So if you have downloaded it, those of us who are just joining, if you have downloaded it, please let us know you have downloaded. Just type on the chat box you have downloaded. Okay, while the file has been shared, GPK, the link is on the chat box. It is also on the WhatsApp group. Just check the WhatsApp group. Please, can we unmute our mics? Okay. So once again, good evening and welcome. We have done some topics in this course and we have covered a lot of ground. And as we progress towards the end, we want to tell our dear participants that we are glad that each day the number is increasing. And we want to believe that each and every one of us, we've been sharing the good news and thereby supporting our mission of bridging the skills gaps. We have a lot of things that we want to do, but we would like to be more strategic in the sense that we wouldn't just want to come and present something that might not be of benefit to people. Although for a course, we have a curriculum that we follow. But there are times that we would just want to bring in many other participants who did not pay for the course. We just want to give free. And so such times are the times we want to target at something that is a problem to some people. What this entails is that in that WhatsApp group, we will appreciate people coming to say, I wanted to do this in my work. I found this difficult. Or how can this be done using Excel? I'm trying to run an analysis. I want to do this, but I don't know how to go about it. That way, we will expand our knowledge. Because as you ask the question, somebody within the group can respond. We can respond. We are here to learn. We don't know it all. Most of you are already Excel users. And so whatever contributions that you make in the group will help everyone. So we would want to see people coming up saying, I practiced what was shared and I had challenges, or I wanted to do this thing in my work. I didn't know how to go about it. So that is what I would like us to have at the back of our mind. We want to improve and we want to go in a direction. So today, if you have downloaded the file, then you know that our focus today is on some functions like we advertised. There are several functions we want to look at today and see how that helps us, both in analysis and in all that we do. So to take us in this course is pharmacist Jennifer Smith. Jennifer, are you on the call right now?
Hello, yes, I'm on the call.
Okay. So
Good evening.
good evening, you're welcome. We have our participants ready to hear from us. So you can take over while I stop sharing.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. I don't think I've greeted anyone here. Happy New Year. Please, you can all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, all right,
Yes,
thank
we
you.
can hear you.
All right, so about presenting, projecting my screen. So kindly confirm you can see my screen.
Yeah, your screen is up.
Okay, thank you so much. All right. So what I hope to cover at the end of these 2 hours is, or less than 2 hours, is the if functions, as well as the some text functions, which may be useful when you're using Excel. So I think I'll start with the text functions because that is a bit fun. It's a bit different from numbers that we see every time in Excel. Okay, sorry, please. So these are the text functions. So now there are several different text functions that we use in Excel. What I mean by text functions is letters A, B, C, D, and how you can work with them. One major application on your computer where you use text most of the time is Microsoft Word. There you can do a whole lot of things with the Microsoft Word app and change the font, change the size, make it caps lock, make it small letters. And you can do the same in Excel quite easily. Okay, so we're going to talk about 4 different types of functions. That's the concatenate, the upper, lower, and the proper. So the first one we're looking at is concatenate. What concatenate is, in concatenating, what you do is you join 2 different you join text together. Like for example, here in this cell box, I have Jennifer, like 5, 6 different columns, and each column has different words in them. So the first one is Jennifer, that's a noun. Verb is the needs. I have a number, adjective, color, and the items, like also a noun. So these all are in different cells. We're using concatenate function, I can put them all together in one sentence so that it's all fits together in one cell and it's like a sentence. So there, the first way to do concatenate is you first type your equals to, and then start with typing concatenate, right? And you see concatenate is shown up here. Then it asks me my text 1. So since I have the words in the boxes here, I can click on the box directly. and press the comma. After selecting each box that I want to have in my sentence. And when I'm done selecting, I close my bracket and I press enter. So as you can see here, everything appears in one cell. Jennifer needs them big black dogs. Hello?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. All right, so I'm sorry, do you want them to try this out now? Should they try this out now, then I move on to the next?
Sorry, you cannot mute yourself. I
I
muted
think we
everyone.
are following you as you are doing it, so.
Sorry?
Okay, yes, Jennifer, we need to, let's first of all ask the participant. I hope you all have your laptops. You have downloaded the practice file. We want to find out which would be easier for us. Either as we are going along, we are following up. So whatever she's typing and explaining, we are doing that so that when she's done, we are also done. So that's what she's trying to find out from all of us, if our laptops are open, if our files are open. There are some who may find it difficult to work on the laptop if they are connected with their laptop. So which one do you prefer? Can we get your views?
I think for me, if she can just run through some, maybe she'll get to a convenient place for her, and then possibly
give her time to practice.
Yes, just like what you did last week.
Okay, so Jennifer, just go ahead, explain the functions, and then give us time to practice.
Okay. All right, no problem. Okay, so as you can see in this first one, there's no space between the words and looks all jumbled up together. Another thing you can do is, if you want to include space in there, is you have to treat the space like a text on its own. Concatenate, just notice that you can also type in text. Like, for example, let me say I want to do something different from what is here. If I want to say Jennifer is a good girl, right? I can click on this, press comma. Then instead of, since what I want to type, the other part of the sentence is not here, I can easily type it in. Now, once I'm typing in Excel, remember, Excel only recognizes numbers. So if you want to type a text, for you to recognize the text, you need to put it in the double quotation mark. So, sorry. So, first by saying Jennifer, open bracket. I've selected the first cell, comma, open quotation mark, is a good person. Okay, and I close quotation. So now it's recognized that I want to have space in between, because I put space in between is a good person. And I also put the space in between the is and the quotation mark. So now everything here is considered as a text. In this example, you can, if you have other names like Samuel, Samson, Zira, and other names, if I just drag down, the names will change, but my is a good person will still maintain itself. So now, how do I insert spaces in between each of these selected texts? What I can do here is I need to treat the space as a text. So in this example, I'll take concatenate, select the first item, I press my comma, and then open quotation marks. I use my space bar and press a space, close it. So you see there's a gap here between these two. I press comma again, select my next word, comma, quotation marks and a space, comma, this one, quotation mark and space, Then I select the next word, comma, quotation marks, then space, sorry. That's this word. And finally, this one, then close bracket. So now it looks different. I now have spaces in between the words I want to, that I'm putting to concatenate together. Okay, are there any questions so far on this? Does anyone want to practice this one so we can move on to the next one?
So maybe you just give us 2 minutes to practice that. Dorothy, you say,
yeah. Okay, go on.
Dorothy, you say your Excel is view only. Check, you may see where you can enable editing.
Edit. Mm.
Is there another person who is experiencing the same challenge? Chibika, are you experiencing the same challenge? Please make sure you download it. Download it from, if you are following this link, download it first. You can't just open it because everybody has access to it. So you can't work on it until you download it out.
And almost making a mistake there, quite a meal of that. Poor communication, Nina will definitely not be happy with his.
Did you download it and you are still getting that challenge?
That was a great edge opportunity. Somebody should have been allowed to have some.
No, it wasn't downloaded, so I'll do that.
Okay, please, yes, download it first. Download it first. Everyone should download it. Yes, thank you. Chibike, please, can you respond? Did you download it first and it's showing you?
No, I'm trying to download it now.
Okay, okay. So Kingsley, your hand is up, right? Yes. Kingsley Usoro. Okay, Jennifer, maybe just take 2 minutes to run through this over again, right? Someone is asking for a repeat.
Okay, no problem. All right, so, okay, sorry, who's the person?
I think it's Sarah Isa Ambore.
Okay, Sarah Isa. All right, so you said you have typed the function. Okay. Sorry, can I hear your voice, Sarah? Let's do this together.
And also Aisha Garo, I think both requested for a repeat.
Okay, fine. Look, I need to hear from them. Let's work on it together so that I can hear
where the challenge is.
Challenge, exactly.
What next?
We concatenate. Okay.
Yes.
So are you at this stage?
Okay, yes, I am.
Okay, fine. So the first thing I want to do is I select the cell which I want, starting what I want to concatenate. So in this example, I have like a few words I have put in different cells. So I first type the first cell, then I press a comma. Okay. Now you notice that this cell, the marching ants has stopped moving. It's now a solid color. Now, if I click on the second cell directly, it's going to give me something similar to what is in this place I'm highlighting here. This one I'm coloring yellow. Okay. So there will be no space in between each word. So for it to get it to something to be similar to what is in the first cell here, I need to insert space for in between each word as each selection I make. So how to do that is you do this double quotation marks. Do you know how to make this come up? this particular tech symbol?
Let me try.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's
No,
not,
comma.
yes, it's not, you're not pressing it, you're not pressing the apostrophe twice. It's the shift and then double quotation that you're using. So to make the space to come out. So when you press it first, you press the space bar and press the second time. That's to show that you want the space. Once you're done with that, you press the comma and you press to select the second cell, comma, then double quotations with the space, comma again, select the next cell, comma, double quotation space. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Then once you're done with the last, selecting the last cell, you press enter, and then what you'll have concatenated the words in different cells. Did it work for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Fam, someone can't get audio. Can you help him out?
Okay, I'll get
Let
out
me
with.
know. Okay. All right. So are we all good with this first one? This concatenate. Hello, can we move on to the next one?
Yes, let's proceed.
Okay.
If anyone has challenge, we'll get that from the chat box or
All right.
a raise of the hand.
Okay. All right. So the next one I want to do is upper. So I want to convert all these things to upper cases. Please, for clarification, who can tell me let us know what upper means? If you want to change some text to uppercase, what else? What does it mean?
Uppercase means you want to go into capital letters.
Thank you very much. Capital letters, good. So now, if for example, let's say I had already typed all these things in the cell, and I want to change it to capital letters, how would you do it on Microsoft Word? Or how would you do it generally? If you're using Excel, let's start with Excel. If you're using Excel, what would you do? Hello?
Yeah.
No wrong answers. No wrong answers. We're all learning here. So how would you convert
Hello,
this?
good evening.
Good evening. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. If you want to convert this text now to upper, you want to convert everything to upper. Okay, the first thing we'll do is just to put in equals to.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, once we type in, once we type in equals to, okay, then you just start typing upper, UPP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
it's selected already, and then you just exactly get it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. So what some people would normally, what I used to do before I knew this function, what I used to do was I would first of all go to Microsoft Word, convert everything to uppercase, and come back here. But there's no need to do that anymore. So just have the simple upper function that sorry, I didn't get your name, sir.
Okay, my name is Matthew.
Okay, and Mr. Matthew told us about the uppercase. So all you need to do is you type equals to, then start typing upper. You see upper show up. Then select what you want to make uppercase in a cell, and then press enter or tab, and changes everything to uppercase. Okay. So are we all good? Do you want to practice this first before we move on?
Yes, please.
Okay, please. All right, practice. And we'll go to the next one. So I think you can do the next two by yourself. Who knows? Who can define what lower means? Who can tell us what lower means?
Small letters.
Small letters, exactly. So just like how you can change everything to upper letters, you can change everything to small letters by typing in the lower function. So you can try it out on your own. Then final question. Who can explain what proper means?
Yeah, I can explain that one. Yeah, the proper means capitalizing the starting letter. Capitalizing each word. Yeah, each word to be a capital letter.
Okay.
Like if you have about 3 words, each and every capital letter. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So it's like this, like how I explained. Exactly. So you can practice the remaining two by yourself, and maybe when you're done, let us know. Again, let's say done in a chat box, or if you have any challenges, let us know as well, so we can take it together.
You want us to take 2 minutes, right?
Yes, please.
Nobody done yet? So Emmanuel Sako, I see your audio is connected. Can you hear us now? Please, can you confirm? Emmanuel Sako. When I saw your chat, I looked and I discovered that your audio is connected. Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Jennifer, I think we are good to go. So I think someone is asking for more light on how to put space in the concatenation.
Okay, all right.
And let me just respond also to Ismaila. Ismaila, we are live on YouTube, so the link is there. Once you subscribe, then you will have access to it continuously. We will still share the link right here so that you can just click and it will be on your browser. But all you need to do, please, everyone should subscribe to the channel. We are going to share it shortly so that anytime we release new videos, you will have access to them. Jennifer, over.
Okay, thank you. Let me see. I don't know. Are you able to see my on-screen keyboard?
It's not showing.
It's not showing. Okay, no problem. Let me just close it. I wanted to show somebody the quotation mark on the keyboard, so no problem. Okay, so in trying to do the space, I'm going to start typing the function concatenate. Then I'm selecting my first text, which is this one, and then press comma to end it. So it goes to the second text. So since space is not really recognized, excuse me, in Excel, there are two ways you can do it. One is you can actually have put a space after each word in the cell already, so that the work will be easy for you. That's one way. But if that was not done, we can just treat the space as a text on its own. So that is by putting it in quotation mark, double quotation marks. So I've opened the first one. Now I'm typing the space and I close it, then press comma. I've done that's the second text. Now my text 3 is what I want to select. And I press a comma, it goes to text 4. Then I'm putting another space, okay? Then it goes to text 5. Then I continue putting space. Then I select this one. Then I put another space. So sorry. And this one, close brackets. Okay, so the space, if you look at it, this space is like a text. That's why it's inside the quotation marks that I've put here. Is that clearer to you?
Okay, Jennifer,
I think
maybe just, hello, Jennifer.
yes, I can hear you.
Yes, also, you have given us another trick of putting a space after each.
I should do that one.
No, I'm just saying
okay.
You have given us that, that's fine. Another way is maybe at the end, maybe on column G.
Okay.
On column G.
I can put space.
Yes, just put space there. So that as they click each cell, like Jennifer, comma, then G4, comma, B4, comma, G4, something like that. Because I also discovered that some person's keyboards may not have that double quotation.
Okay. Or it may be misplaced, maybe it's interchanged with
it can change, yes, the configuration might be different.
With what is on 2. Okay.
Yes,
okay, so I'm doing like 2 different methods. I'm putting a space after each word, right? Sorry, so that it's also we're gonna try the 3 of them. Okay, so put a space here. All right. So now in this example, I have put space after each of the words here. So all I need to do is click on each word and it comes out the way I want it to be with the space. Okay, there's no space after the 9. Right. Okay. Then I should put space before the 9. Okay. So it's like this. Is like first I put space after each word. It appears this way. So I can say All right, so is equals to concatenate. Then I click on this. There's a space in this cell, so I just click on it. Then this one, and there's a space here, I click on it again. So each time I want to put the space, I need to make sure I click on the cell with the space on it. And the same thing happens to it. So these are just different ways you can use, you can insert space in the concatenate. You can choose to insert it in each into quotation marks. You can choose to already arrange your cells, which says that there's a space after each word so that you don't need to type the space. Or you can have like a cell that has a space in it, so you can click on it each time you want to do this, create the sentence. So I think, should we move on to the next topic? I think we're done with this text one. We should move on to the
Yes.
next subject. Okay.
Hello,
Right.
Madam Jennifer. Sorry, the last one.
Yes, sir.
The last one, where Zra has. How you did that one?
Sorry, say it again.
The last one that says Zra has. How you did it? Using Excel, some animation.
Okay, this one.
So
So
no, the last. Yeah, well, it's that one.
So
You
what
mentioned
what this one?
Okay.
Okay, so what I did in this case was I put a space in this this particular. So if I remove the space, everything comes back to normal. So I put a space here. Like I just typed space in this particular cell. If you notice where the cursor is now, it shifted from where it was before. It's not at the back. It's not at the back. So it's a space in between there. So once the space comes, you have the space in between each of the different cells that are selected. Because if you look at the formula, you see G6, this is G6 here. This is G6. G6 is selected after each of the cells. So G6 represents the space.
Oh.
All right, sir.
So Jennifer, let's just use a minute to make an announcement. Please, we have also shared the attendance list, the link. Kindly just take 60 seconds and fill it so that we can have your details and then share further items or contents that we think will be of benefit to you. So if I won't take you more than 1 minute to fill that. So Jennifer, maybe just give us maybe, okay, let's say 90 seconds so that we can go ahead. Okay, thank you. Okay, maybe if you're having challenge downloading the Excel, the practice file, maybe if it's on the WhatsApp group and it's on the link also. So if you still have issue, just let me know. Let me respond to the other guy, chap, Abola. Okay, so I'll just send that to you. So Abola, I have shared that with you, the file. Check your WhatsApp line. Is there anyone who is still experiencing challenge downloading the practice file? Please let us know. If you are in the WhatsApp group.
I've seen the file.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, Chief Justice, your hand is up. Please go ahead and speak. Hello, are you?
Yes, please. I'm not able to see the share screen. I'm not able to see the screen that you are sharing, please.
You're not seeing it?
Yes, please.
Are you connected with your laptop or your phone?
It's phone, please.
Okay. Maybe if you can, it should be somewhere. What are you seeing on your screen?
Please, I'm just seeing only the live transcription. Please, closed captions, like the message people are being putting on it, but I'm not able to see what the madam was really introducing us.
Is it that you selected chat? If you selected chat, you won't see, you only see the chat. So I think check if your distance is minimized. There's a way, so long as you're connected. Alternatively, you can exit and come back again.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome. Okay, so Jenny, we can go ahead and while they fill, those who have not filled will fill. We have gotten some number, yeah.
All right, thank you.
Somebody's hand is up. Joseph, can we hear from you?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I have just joined. And
Okay.
then I can see the screen, but I don't really know what is going on. I don't know whether I am to get this chart on my Excel sheet and follow up like that.
Okay, there is a, are you in the WhatsApp group for the Excel class?
No, please.
Okay, we are going to share. Mr. Roy. Okay, I'm going to share.
Yes, I'm here.
Share the link to the file.
Okay.
So, Mr. Joseph, just click the link, then download it as a copy. Download a copy, and then you can work on the copy. If you just click on the link, it will take you to the page where the file is, but you need to download it. Then you can now work with it. So it has been shared now. Logic function practice file.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Thank you. So back to you, Farm Jenny.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to go into logic functions. Logic functions, sorry, excuse me. So one of the logic functions we're doing is the if function. So there's a definition which I'm going to read here on the screen. I got it from support.microsoft.com. So it says the if function is one of the most popular functions in Excel, and it allows you to make logical comparisons between a value and what you expect. So if the statement an if statement can have two results. The first result is if your comparison is true, and the second one is if the comparison is false. Okay. So let me give you an example. For example, if you're, if when you have children, and if they do well in school, as a parent, you'd want to, reward them. But if they don't do well in school, you would tell them, I think you reprimand them or caution them or make them do better to, so they can score higher, get a higher score. So you can tell your child, if you score above 80%, or if you score 100%, I will get you this. If you do not, I will not get you that. So you're already giving two conditions to your child. If they meet up to your expectations, that is 100%. This is what you do. And if you don't, you do this otherwise. So the if function has, like defined in the explained definition, it has two sides. Where if your statement is true, it has to return a value. And if it is false, it returns another value. So there's several if functions that there's several ways you can use if functions, there's several ways you can combine it in Excel. We have the straight out if function. We have the if and, we have if or, we have if error and if and a. So, and then we also have nested if, and then there's the ifs function. The ifs function is I think it works with on the web version of if. These two are similar, nested if and if. I explain more about them later. And they also have the if function in some other combined with other formulas like the sum if, average if, and count if. There may be other ones which are not listed here. So so first of all, I want to take these three first. Then I'll take these two later. Then I'll explain a bit about these two, and then we'll look at those ones. So here, and I have like three different examples for the if function. We have the first function is, I have like some students here. Okay, and we have, and then the condition will determine whether their score will determine whether you get them a car or not. So if the pass mark is 50, right? I was saying that if your child scores above this 50, you get them a car. So just looking at the screen, how many people will receive cars, or can you name the people who will not receive cars on this screen just by looking at it?
Five people.
5 people. Okay, so who will not receive cars? So can you name the people?
Samson will not receive.
Okay.
Roy will not receive. Jennifer will not receive. Mama will not receive. And Yatunde will not receive.
They will not receive because they scored below 50. So it's easy for us to look at this and just pick out those who receive or who will not give cars. But let's say we had like a whole school of students, and we are like a school. So of course, schools have like always, let's say, over 1,000 students, and it's not that you're not going to start looking through and selecting one by one who will receive or who will not receive. That's why Excel was created, to help us do our work easy. So to implement an if function here, what you tell Excel is, if this particular score is greater than 50, say yes. If it's not, say no. Do you understand that?
No, please.
Okay. So in the first example that we did, the first exercise that we did, we selected people who will not receive scores. Do you understand? Do you understand that one?
Yes.
Sorry. We selected people who will not receive cars. Do you know why? Hello?
Hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, because they didn't meet up the pass mark.
Okay, so what is the condition? So
If
in this,
you get less than 50, they will not receive a car.
Okay. But complete the sentence. Like say the true part. If they get it, what would they?
If you have
If
up
they
to
get
50%,
if they get the pass mark, they will get a car.
Exactly. So we're saying what I want us want to in a simple sentence, we want to tell Excel to if this score is equal to or is greater than this, say yes. If it's not, it's saying no. Okay. So the question is asking, will a car be bought, right, for the person? So it's simply do equals to if. So as you can see here, you can see if error and if any. We're not seeing if and if or. That's a bit different from these ones. I will explain to it soon in the next maybe 5 minutes. So if we press comma or bracket, okay? So we press bracket or tab. Now my logic function test is my logical function. So it's if this, right, is greater than 50. Okay. You say yes. So I've put the greater than sign and 50. All this here, this D11 greater than 50 is my logical test. Once I press the comma, it moves to the next item and it's telling me to add to what's the value. I should write the value if it is true. So if the value is true, that if it meets my criteria, I should put it in. I could put what I write in what I want Excel to return. It can be a text, it can be a value, it can be a text or a value. Okay, so if it's a text, remember, put in quotation marks. So I put in yes if the value is true, and then I put in no if the value is false. So in this condition here, like we said before, Samson will not get a car because he didn't score above 50. And then we go on like that. So Samson will not get a car. Jane will get a car. Roy, Jennifer will not get a car. Choma will get a car. Yetunde will not get a car. Sorry, Choma will not get a car. Yetunde will not get a car. But Esther over here also does not get a car. So, but the other people who scored above 50 get cars. Why is this one? Who knows why this one is also,
Yeah, because what
Greater
you said,
than or equal to.
yeah.
Because you use only the greater sign, not equal to. You do not add equal to.
Because your form logic test is saying you already defined.
Sorry, say it again. I didn't hear you.
So
I said
your full
when you
logic
were
test is saying that if greater than 50, then the person will get a car. But in this case, it is not greater or equal to. So 50 is equal to 50. So
sorry, let
that
Ngozi
is
speak
where
first and then. Hello, can you hear me?
All right.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Yes, I can hear you, Jennifer.
Okay.
I said
yes, please.
When you were describing what you wanted to get, you said if the value is greater than 50, you get a car. If it's less than 50, you will not get a car. So it's like you didn't include the 50 was not factored in. Assuming, like what he was saying, assuming you said if the value is greater than or equal to 50, you get a car, then the Esther would have gotten a yes instead of a no.
Okay. Yes, exactly. So I'll need to modify this formula. So this function. So now it's saying if D11, that's this cell, is greater than, all I need to do here is you said greater than or equals to, right? So greater than, I'll just type equals to there, 50. If it's true, yes. If it's false, no. Okay, so if I drag this down again, the answer should be rectified. Esther will get a car. Okay. So let me give some time. Do we all understand this one? We're going to practice it now before we go to the next one. Do we have any questions so far?
Yes, thank you.
Jennifer,
Sorry.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Hello,
Hello.
from Jennifer. Okay. I want us to try something. Go to, is there anyone with 49? Okay, let's go to this Esther now. In that 50, there's something I want to try out. So write 49.88. 88. Enter, let's see. Good. Now, click inside the value 49.88. Good. Now go to your number. Let's see. Now, I want us to look at this now. When you are dealing with this if function, and this can also happen in conditional formatting. So depending on the values that you are working with, you can have this kind of error. And so sometimes when you are dealing with, when you are imputing your function, you need to factor in that the figure you are going to put there is not absolute number. So you need to, like our argument is if the value is above that. So we can also use 49.99999, something like that. So that if it approximates, you won't be seeing this kind of situation, because this can confuse anybody. My argument is saying 50 or greater or equal to 50. So why is it saying no? Whereas what I'm seeing is 50. I don't know. Is that clear?
Okay, please. 2 seconds.
Sorry, instead of using greater than, if we use less than, will that not take care of this concern?
No, whichever one you use, there are situations where what you are looking at, you know, there is, I'm sure we must have heard about facade. It's the same thing. What you are seeing physically is different from what is inside the cell. So, Jennifer, that 50, click on that 50, is still less than that. Click the 50 hand. Okay, this is 49 points, and see if it is greater or equal to 49.9. And it's saying no. Click the fourth function, let's see.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I think with the pass mark being 50 in a formula, we need to lock it. Other than that, if we drag it down, the pass mark, the J4, it will be increasing if we don't lock it in the formula.
J4. No, I did not select J4. I typed in the value here.
Yes, what I'm saying is that
you understand.
If you look
I didn't
at the
select. I didn't select the.
Hello.
I think we are getting too much noise. Sorry, let me unmute
So
everyone.
yes, we can actually do. Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
We can actually select it here. Yes, he's right. And you can lock it like he explained. You can lock it so it doesn't go down. So there are two different things. Here, this first one, I selected the cell. The second one, I wrote 50 here. So
hello, Jennifer. Okay, I think network challenge. So Derek, please, your hand is up. You can ask question while she comes back.
Sorry about that. My network went off.
Yeah, so I was just alerting us that once we lock the pass mark, that's the J4, the issue is resolved. I tried it here and it's working that way. Other than that, once you drag it down under the remark column, you see it's just moving down. So if we can try that one to see the pass mark 50, which is J4.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for that. Actually, I didn't make a reference to J4. That can also be done since I have it here. But initially, when I gave my example, I had typed 50 here directly. So I didn't make a selection here. So if I drag it down, it doesn't affect anything because it's just making reference to one particular cell that I clicked in. But yes, you can actually you can make a reference to this 50 like I wrote here, and you drag it down like he
I think she may be having
said.
some
I
challenge.
see the 50 is locked. It's, what's it called again? Referencing. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello? Yes. So the referencing, absolute referencing to this particular cell. Yes, you can do it that way. Okay, so do we all understand this first section? Should we practice it? So we can move on to the next one.
Sorry, Madam Smith, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for the guidance thus far. So my question is, instead of using yes and no,
okay,
is it possible for us to use colors?
Not as a color here for the if function. That is conditional formatting. It's very possible in conditional formatting, but not in the if function.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so I think, Fam, we should have a practice session.
Yes, let's get 3 minutes.
Okay.
So please, while you are doing this, if you are done, please fill the attendance list. We have over 40 on this call, but not everyone has sent in the attendance. We'd like to have your details for further communication. Thank you.
Attendance lists. Please, where do I locate it so I can sign?
Okay, it's on the chat box now.
Okay.
You see the link. Just fill in, click it, and it takes you to the page where you fill in the details. So right now, we are going to share a link to this live event. So if you click it, and then please, we'll encourage you to subscribe so that once we have a new program that we are streaming, you can get notification. So I'm going to share that right away. So I've just shared the link. Follow, then subscribe, and then share. Some of you, there were some that registered for our event of yesterday and on goal setting. So a great number attended. We also have that on our YouTube. It will be of great benefit to each and every one of you. So simply subscribe and then share. Okay, so from Jennifer, I think we can go ahead and start the next session.
All right, thank you. Okay, so the if and function and the if or function. Can you all hear me? I know I went off for some time.
Yeah, we can hear you. I can see us.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so now the if and function, if or function, they're a little bit different from just the plain if. Excuse me. So in these two functions, they have more than one condition that they have to look at. In the if and function, whatever you set has to be the same for all the functions for it to work, right? So, like for example, let's go back to our previous example of your child doing well. You want your child to not just do well in one subject, you want your child to get a credit in all the subjects. That is physics, mathematics, English, biology, French, yada, yada. So if your child gets a credit in all the 9 subjects in WAEC, you get him a car, right? That will be your condition. That's what the if and that is. If he gets, he passes 50 and mathematics and chemistry and English at the same time, he'll get a car. Meanwhile, the if or function is he only needs to pass one of these ones, whether it's English, mathematics, French, chemistry, or English. You're not specific. If he passes any of them, you get a car. That's the difference between the if and if or. So in the if and function, you start off by typing if, okay? And you notice here, you're not seeing if and. It's more like it's two functions together. So once you're done with your typing if, you press tab. Then ordinarily it will ask you your logical text, but we're not going to do the if function. We're adding something more. So we're typing and. So, and then press press tab. So now it's asking you to choose your first logical question. Because in the if and you get to add several different conditions to it. So you can select, and the thing is that you have to put your logical questions completely before you press comma, like how we did in the first example where we had our logical question as if D11 is greater or equals to J4. Okay, we'll do the same thing here. So we do equals to if and we click on this. Now we want it to check whether it is greater than or equal to this. We can type 50 or we can make reference to this. I'm making absolute reference to this. and I press comma, my second logical question is this one. Again, is it greater or equals to this one? Right? Sorry, I think I pressed the wrong thing. This, yeah. Then my third function, my third logical question, if this is greater than or equal to this absolute referencing, and then this is greater than or equal to this absolute referencing. Once you're done selecting all your logical questions, you close the bracket. So now this first close bracket, right, means we're done answering or done setting up this the inner function that is for the AND. At this point, it now comes back to the if your if function. So now this whole long bracket here becomes your logical test. When you're done with that, you press the comma. Immediately goes back into your if function that you used here. And the first thing you want to do is you type in yes, and then you select no in this case, and close bracket and enter. Let's hope someone gets Inca. So, okay, so here we're seeing no all the way through. Let me modify one so that we can see it as different. Okay. So in this one is a strict rule. This one is checking to see each of these cells. Is this above 50? If it's above 50, you say yeah, you say yes. So this is not above 50, so it's already said no. So this disqualifies Samson's score. For Jane, okay, Excel first, look at the first cell. Is this one above 50? To say yes. It's above 50. Automatically she gets a no. It's above 50, yes. This yes. If this is 38, it's automatically a no. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so now look at this last one for Kifasi. So Kifasi scored 64 in mathematics, sorry, in physics, 68 in mathematics, 75 in chemistry, and 51 in English. That is a yes. So that means it's only this last person that got it, that would get a card, because he scored 50 and above in all the subjects. So for the if and to work, you have to make sure that your condition is met by every single item in your logic test. Okay. Any questions so far?
Thank you. But I'm trying to get where you actually give the condition if greater than 50. And I'm not.
You're not seeing it. All right, let me write it out. So, okay, so see, like, I think, I don't remember who spoke, and he spoke about making, locking it down, like actually in J4, locking it down. So what I did here was, instead of typing 50, you see, do you see J4 here? You see J4 is repeated several times. Instead of typing 50 in the formula, all I did was select the cell where 50 appeared. That is this cell. Let me type the second one so I can show you with it when I'm typing 50 in. So equals to if, and so my first test is if this is greater or equals to 50, right? And this is greater or equals to 50, and then this is greater or equals to 50, as well as this, sorry, bracket. This is greater or equals to 50. Okay. Once I'm done selecting all my conditions, I close brackets to finish the and all the logic tests. So now we're at this stage. This is my logic test. Everything in this brackets is my logic test. To move on to the next one, I press comma, and it goes to the value if it's true. So I just type yes. And then value if it is false, I'll type no. So it still gives me the same response as before. So the only difference is the first one, what I did was I made reference to the cell that had 50 in it. While the second one is I typed the 50 in by myself. Is that clear, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so do we have any other questions? Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much thus far. So my question is, the if function, is it just for logic function, yes and no? Is there,
can
maybe can we bring in something in between yes and no, or maybe let's say pass, fail, receipt, something like that? I don't know if it will be possible.
So that is possible. That is possible. But that is nested ifs. We're going to take it today as well. So it's nested ifs.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay. So for you can also put, like for example, in this one that we have only two conditions we're looking at, you can put true or false, up or down, in and out. So, but what I'm trying to do is it has to be opposite so that if it meets one condition, it satisfies it will satisfy your response for the true. And if it doesn't meet it, it should satisfy the response for the false. So that's why it's mainly opposite you're using. So if it's yes, the opposite of yes is not down, it's no. So if it is up, the opposite of up is not in, it is out, is down. So that's why it's just two for now. But if we're looking at the nested if or the ifs function, which is on the web-based version, you will see it, you can actually have several if functions in one bracket. It will be very long. Okay. So, but do we have any other question with this one here? Do you want to practice it on your own first before we move to the next one? The OR function, which is once you understand the if and function, I think we should spend like maybe 5 minutes practicing on this or 3 minutes practicing so we can have time to do the other ones. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
It's fine. Let's practice. Joseph, sorry, what did you say exactly? My practice box is not responding. I don't know if it's because it's a live feed. No, if it's the file, you need to download it first. Download to have a copy. If you don't download it, you won't be able to practice. And
Yeah, so
said,
when I
yes,
click on it, when I click on it, it took me straight to Google Chrome.
Yes.
And open there.
Yes. So
and
in that point, at that Google Chrome, go to File, click File, then you will see Download.
File.
Or save a copy. So if you need to first of all download it to get a copy.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, Mr. Sampson. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes,
Joseph,
you can't
find it.
Yeah. I can't find the file.
If you open that Chrome that is open, look towards your left, you see File. You see the different things on that ribbon. Click File, and then you will see among the options. If you can't find File, you can't find it.
Yes, I can't find. You know, the file I see file, edit, view, insert, format, data, tools.
Yes, that file before edit.
Yeah.
Click it.
Yes. Okay. I don't know either because it's not, as I point at it, it's not highlighting.
Okay. Okay, I think the other thing we can do is I will share the link to you for you to join the WhatsApp group, and then it's easy for you to just download the copy there. We shared it there. Is that okay?
Oh, okay. Yes, that
okay,
Mayowa,
Mayowa, please, you were saying something.
Yes, I think I downloaded mine from the WhatsApp group and I can't find value for the chemistry math. Just there.
You can't find any value?
Yes, to work with. Maybe you should cross-check, I don't know.
Please, is there another person experiencing that issue?
Yeah, there are no values there.
For which tab? For which of the sheets?
This for current. The second and third.
For the if function, there's no value at all. Yes, it was just that concatenate.
Okay. Just give me a minute. Let me check something. I'll be back. Just let me share the WhatsApp group, the Excel WhatsApp group.
Fam, do I reshare with you? Maybe there's
okay.
Share
this one.
Affected what I shared. Okay, I'm coming.
You can also drop it on the WhatsApp group there.
Okay, all right, I'll do so.
So those of us who are not on the WhatsApp group, I've just shared it. So you can click, follow the link, join, and then what the content we are sharing, you can also have access to it. Can we see the link to join the Okay. Can we see the link to join the Excel WhatsApp group?
Yes, please.
Okay, so please go ahead and join, and we'll keep sharing the practice.
I've just joined, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I joined, so if you can share the
Excel. We're going to do. Okay.
Teach you now a quick, easy, and delicious recipe for your dinner.
So confirm if you can, if you have seen the Excel and the logic function practice file.
Yes, I've seen it, sir.
All right. So those of us who had the previous one that didn't have that, please kindly, okay, I need to download this again and then share. Okay. So from Jenny, I think we can resume, even though we have our 16 minutes to go.
Okay. All right. So were there any challenges? Hello? Were we able to do it? Were there any challenges? Okay, if and function. Thank you from Zero. Were there any challenges during the if and function? Okay. So if there are no challenges with it, I think you can do the if or functions by yourself. It's the same principle as the if and, it's the same thing, but the result will be a bit different. So let's move on to the if error. Okay, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
So I'm going to define the two of them. So the if error function returns a value you specify if the formula evaluates to an error. Otherwise, it returns the result of the formula. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So here I've just given different types of errors that may occur. There is hashtag divide by 0. This happens when you're dividing a function by 0 in Excel. This equals value. Let's say there's a different data type that is not supposed to be there in your formula. For example, you have numbers. I want to find the sum. And then, and they say you want to find multiplication of some numbers. I have a letter in it. It's give you an error message. Reference is, let's say, when the reference, what the value you're referencing is not on the screen. Let's say, for example, you had deleted something somewhere, and when it's making reference to it, it just shows a ref on the screen, which is not visible. Then this is hashtag number. The formula contains an invalid numerical value, and this hashtag NA. This is basically with condition with VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP, the lookup functions. You would see it pop up there where it says not available. So these are different error messages that come up in Excel. So the if error helps you to, avoid that. So for example, excuse me, let me use, give you an example here. So I have two different, I have a table, two different tables. So now I have some mangoes in one of them, a number of children in another. So you want to share these mangoes with the children, and let's say each person gets equal. So it's a simple mathematical formula where you're dividing the mango by the number of children. So in this one, I'll wait to type by equal to sign. 50, I'll select the first cell, divided by the second cell and press enter. So that means for the first row, the children, each child gets 10 mangoes. So I can just go ahead and drag my formula down. And then you see, okay, there's this error message showing up here and this error message showing up here. So if, for example, like you have a data you're working with and has these kind of error messages, so it could be one of two things. One could be there's an error in data entry, but in some situations we do have scenarios where you may have mangoes but don't have children to share it with. That is still a valid situation. But this looks a bit too messy, you know. This doesn't look tidy when you're trying to share with stakeholders. It makes it look confusing in a way. So that's why you use your if error formula. So in the if error, you type in equals if, then select the one if error and press tab. So
hello.
My value in this case table, first of all. So that equals to this divided by this. Yes. Okay. So my if error, if I was to do this to outside this table, I'll type it if is what is in this cell here. Should I return if it is 0 is the data which we may be misrepresented or misinterpreted, or I can type to return blank. Blank is double quotations like that, no space in between. And I press enter. So for this one, which are there, so it should bring back your value. Well, if I drag it down, every place has seen the error message returns blank. So this is like more presentable if you're trying to share with stakeholders. So I can actually implement this first. All right, let me just see what the answer is. I'm sorry, I'm coming. Let me do it again. So I'm pasting this as value so that when I manipulate this here, this doesn't change because the formula was initially based dependent on what is in this value, what's in this cell. So I type my formula equals if error. So in this case, my value is actually a formula that I want to put in. So I first of all type the whole formula.
Hello, Jenny. Hello, Jennifer, can you hear me?
All right. When I'm done typing my formula, next part of the equation, then I put, so when I hello, sorry about that.
Hello, Jennifer. I think network is a bit
Hello?
challenging right
Can you
now.
hear me? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know why you stopped hearing me.
So
Can you all hear me?
okay, Jennifer, I think at this point, maybe we'll just hello, can you hear me, Jennifer? Hello, Jennifer. I think
Hello,
we
can
have
you hear me?
okay, yes. I'm just thinking that because of the network and we have about 8 minutes, if we can pause for today, let's see if they have questions, let's use the remaining time to respond to them. Then next week, we can start from where you stopped today.
Okay.
Hello, okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I'm just trying to guard against maybe we're starting now and we are not able to finish it within the time frame that we have 6 more minutes.
No, this is about finishing. Let me just conclude with this one, and then they can handle this one on their own. It's the same thing.
It's okay.
Okay. So I don't know. Can you all understand this one I just did?
Oh, we couldn't hear you because the network was bad.
Oh, okay. All right, no, fam. Okay, I think I can take this if error, if any, again next week. I think I can start it next week. Let's stop here. Since I need to start again to explain.
Okay, so friends, we have 5 minutes. Are there questions? Are there comments? Apart from this last one, because we'll still take this last one again. So, but if there are questions that might take more time, we have the WhatsApp group, so you can send your question there. But most importantly, whatever we have learned, it's good for us to practice it. Otherwise, it's a way of unskilling what we have learned. So if there are questions, please ask. If they are the ones we can answer within the time frame remaining, we'll do so. Otherwise, we will answer them in the WhatsApp group. And we have, yes.
Yeah, I wanted to find out if the video can be shared. I don't know whether a recording has been done because I joined late. So if it can be shared with us, so those of us that joined late, we can pick it from the beginning.
Okay, what we have, because it's live on YouTube, so I'm still going to share that. All you need to do is to click it and then subscribe. Then even the previous ones that we had done before, you will have access to them. So I've just shared it, both the concatenate part. Okay, Ngozi had problem because of a network. So you can still follow along using the YouTube. And then as long as you're in the WhatsApp group, please share your challenge. Share whatever you want to do in Excel that you are experiencing challenges accomplishing, and then we will respond. So the YouTube link is shared. That is the live recording of this event. You can, once you subscribe, you will also have access to all the other videos. We have over 100 videos on Excel, and we keep making new ones and sharing. So the best way to remain abreast with the new releases is to subscribe. you will get notification once we release. Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. And I think for the Ghanaians, I will speak with Oscar so that he can bring you all to, we have groups for individual countries. We have one for Ghana so that we can do some customized content delivery to all the countries. So we are going to share that with you and ask him to add you, and then you can also share with others who are interested in what we do to join us. So thank you, everyone. We look forward to receiving your comments and your questions in the WhatsApp group. And then we'll also share dates and other topics that will be coming in the future. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you too.
Thank you too, and good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Night. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you very much. In fact,